headlines just breaking about the security situation in Libya in the weeks and months before the terror attack on our consulate in Benghazi that took the lives of 4 Americans. We here at Fox News have our hands on a pile of State Department documents showing that U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens was increasingly worried about security threats in the weeks before he and the other 3 Americans were murdered on 9/11 of this year. And these documents show that the ambassador was not the only one extremely concerned and detail the number of times increased security was denied repeatedly to those who were on the ground in Benghazi. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen has the breaking details. He just filed a 3-page report for us internally that is jaw-dropping, James.
Megan, good afternoon. 2 Republican lawmakers, Congressman Darrell Issa and Congressman Jason Chaffetz, who have been among the most vocal critics of the Obama administration on Benghazi, today released 166 pages of unclassified State Department documents from 2011 and this year. They show that in a cable to his superiors that he wrote on the day he died this past September 11 and labeled sensitive, U.S. Ambassador to Libya Chris Stevens noted, quote, growing problems with security in Benghazi and, quote, growing frustration on the part of local residents with Libyan police and security forces. These forces the ambassador characterized as, quote, too weak to keep the country secure. That was on the day he died. The documents also include regional security officers and State Department personnel who were stationed in Libya complaining about these frequent denials by the State Department for enhanced security measures in Benghazi. One official saying he'd begun to sound like a broken record on the issue, but he added the mission's ability to develop intel on the ground in Benghazi was suffering due to the short staffing of security personnel. On August the 8th, about a month before his murder, Ambassador Stevens wrote a cable entitled The Guns of August, in which he noted, quote, Benghazi has moved from trepidation to euphoria and back as a series of violent incidents has dominated the political landscape. The individual incidents have been organized. Islamist extremists are able to attack the Red Cross with relative impunity, Stevens continued. What we have seen are not random crimes of opportunity, but rather targeted and discriminate attacks. He concluded this cable by stating, attackers are unlikely to be deterred until authorities are at least as capable. That followed a cable that Stevens had sent 44 days earlier, in which he wrote, and I again quote, Islamic extremism appears to be on the rise in eastern Libya. The al-Qaeda flag has been spotted several times, flying over government buildings and training facilities. Until the GOL, government of Libya, is able to effectively deal with these key issues, the violence is likely to continue and worsen, unquote. President Obama, appearing on The Daily Show last night, vowed again to hunt down the killers of Ambassador Stevens and his 3 American colleagues who were also slain. The president said in that interview with Jon Stewart, every piece of information that we got, as we got it, we laid it out for the American people. These facts I've just related to you from these documents, long known to the administration, were laid out today, as I said, by 2 Republican congressmen. Megan.
James Rosen.